Hello everyone, welcome to Monster City. I'm your host Spencer Weatherly, as always, and today we are looking at an action figure review of the Spider-Man Far From Home Molten Man Build-A-Figure Doppelganger. This is a Doppelganger, basically a monstrous version, kind of anatomically correct version of Spider-Man, basically. And here's the Molten Man Build-A-Figure arm. I do not intend building Molten Man as a figure because it would cost way too much for me to exactly build him. As much as he looks really cool, and as much as I would love to have a Molten Man figure, build a figure, I'm fine with passing on it overall. But I could always buy it as a whole, but it's fairly expensive on eBay. That could be a possibility though for this action figure store that I live about 90 miles away from. That could be possible, or even about 100 miles, maybe. Yeah, that could be a possibility for getting the Molten Man. But there's other Build-A-Figures I really want more than Molten Man, like the newest, like one of the most recent Build-A-Figures, which is Wendigo. And also, Warlock. Warlock is a pretty cool figure. I don't know, I just find it pretty cool. Don't know much about it, but yeah, that's the thing about Marvel. I don't really know much about the figures. Well, about the characters, backstories, and everything. I just really like the figures. I heard that yesterday may have been the 80th year anniversary of Marvel. I don't know for sure though. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And thank you. So Doppelganger, Spider-Man, Marvel Legends series, an evil, mindless duplicate of Spider-Man infused with supernatural energy by the Demogoblin. The six-armed Doppelganger has deadly claws and can shoot razor-sharp webbing. Cool. Oh, I just ruined that box. So, this is Doppelganger. And he's, I can't do it. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so, yeah, he's just, getting ready to beat up someone with his 6 arms. So the thing about Doppelganger is that his joints and his arms are fairly small. They are really small, so you gotta be careful with him, or else he'll break his joints. See how thin that is? See his thin legs? Those are really thin. You could break those if you aren't careful, or if you're too rough. I mean, look at this. They're already separated here at the joint, at the double hinge, at the double hinged arms. But yeah, overall, this character has a lot of articulation. It's pretty small, though. Not really, actually. The only complaint I have, which isn't really a big deal, is that it doesn't have ab crunch, but how would they necessarily do that? And it doesn't have a swivel at the waist. But it's no big deal, really. There's a lot of sloppiness of the paint for Doppelganger. There's like the teeth are really sloppy, but not really a big deal. Some places there's little paint to them. I don't know, there's just like some sloppy paint for the most part. Not a big deal, really. I mean, I still like the figure. So, shall we get to the reviewing? So his articulation for his arms are a hinge, a swivel, that goes 360 degrees by the way. Bicep swivel, a double hinge, a hinge at the wrists, and the same articulation on every single arm, basically. And there's a ball joint hinge at his neck, at his head. You can look up fairly well. That's pretty cool. This is basically my second Marvel Legends action figure as well. Same articulation on this leg as well, and yeah, that's basically it for the articulation. The paint seems fairly simplistic overall, simple. I don't even know if simplistic is really even a word. Yeah, it's just dark red, black, blue, and white. That's basically it for the there's mostly sculpt than paint overall. That's basically with every figure that you get. Anyway, so just a common action figure. What would be really cool is that if they had a Devil Dinosaur and Moon Boy figure, I would really like that. If you know what I'm talking about, that'd be really cool. Devil Dinosaur would most likely be a build-a-figure though, since if it would be very large. I heard that Devil Dinosaur and Moon Boy and Moon Girl, not Moon Boy, is turning into a TV series. Why not Moon Boy though? And that'll probably be like the series finale. I think Moon Girl. No, I think Moon Boy was before Moon Girl. I don't know what I'm talking about either. Yeah, I do. Okay, so yeah, let's just scale this figure with Machine Man. So here is Doppleganger with Machine Man, and Doppleganger seems to be a little bit shorter than Machine Man, a little bit. Not too much. Machine Man, I measured him and he was about 6.5 inches. So this is probably, I don't know, maybe even exactly 6 inches. Let's measure him with our measuring tape. Oh wow, I was right. Exactly 6 inches tall. Wow. So, I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna put them in poses. So this is the diorama pose thing that I have going on here. To our Doppelganger decided to attack Machine Man, and Machine Man has a fist ready to punch Doppelganger, and Doppelganger has his claws ready to slice up Machine Man. Let's try another one. So here's the second diorama slash pose I decided to show you guys. And yeah, I decided to use a Nekatoy stand because it's the only one I have right now, and yeah, that's why I'm using it. I could use my Playarts Kai Xenomorph Spitter, but I don't know. I don't know where that is right now. I think it might be in the box that it came in. But yeah, this is a Machine Man knocking back Doppleganger with his machine arm things, his projectile arms. I'm gonna try one more. So here's the last one. I think this one looks pretty cool. Fun fact, that is from one of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man films. Okay, so what I mean by that, that's kind of like an error, but what I mean by that is, this is one of the, this is from a Spider-Man toy. This is an accessory to, the original Spider-Man, movies. Either 1 through 3, I do not know which one this is from. It's a gargoyle head that, Spider-Man hangs on from this rope that, hangs out of its mouth or something, and then you press a button and then he zooms back up or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's from one of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man film toys from when Toy Biz, I think, used to make Marvel figures. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'm Mr. Weatherly from MONSTRO City, and welcome to MONSTRO City. And, technically I'm Spencer Weatherly from the Dumb Shark, MONSTRO City, MANULCHEEZBURGUR, and the channel known as Spencer Weatherly, which I plan to create a whole bunch of films with that I have not started yet, which I do intend to start when I get enough action figures made by myself. Yeah. So, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you didn't, then that is perfectly fine. It just comes to a matter of, whether you enjoy it or not. That matters, I guess. So, my name is Spencer Weatherly, and welcome to MONSTRO City. And this figure is, but did I already say the size? I don't remember. I don't remember if I said the size. This figure is exactly 6 inches tall, which is surprising. It's a little bit smaller than the 6.5 inch Machine Man. I plan on reviewing this figure one day. Once did. I planned on re-uploading it after I delayed that video. Kind of like a re-upload redo of this review, but haven't yet because I'm too lazy. There's going to be a whole bunch of action figure reviews, though, coming your way. Either tomorrow or later on today when you guys are asleep. If you live in the West Coast range of the United States. From like Washington, Oregon, and California, you know. Well, see ya.